All right, guys. I am so excited to introduce to you Kristen Pennell. Kristen has been with us for over 3 months. Blessed to work with her through the VSA and has crushed some amazing goals. So, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us and doing your testimony and sharing your story tonight.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to start it right off. Give me a little bit of history as far as what were you doing prior to VSA? What brought you into finding VSA?
Well, I went vegan the Monday before Thanksgiving in 2019, and I actually just stumbled across the Vegan Gym podcast on Spotify. So I listened to that for a couple months, a little obsessively. I really liked all the information I was getting from there. And so that was just really good. And then around the time that the whole COVID thing happened, I decided that I wanted to really spend the next, what I thought was 2 weeks, just focusing on working out and just trying to get healthier and try to figure out how to make my food choices work the best for my body, because I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't build muscle. And so I kept going on the Vegan Gym's Facebook, and I kept messaging them, and they would send me, kind of like generic macros a little bit, but just to kind of see, just to dabble with it a little bit. And I guess I reached out for a third time to get new macros, because I was actually starting to gain weight in a good way. And I think it was maybe about a week into the whole COVID thing, Anders must have been on there. I don't know what he was doing, but I think I sent a thing for macros, and he reached out to me, and I thought, well, I guess if I'm going to be home for 2 weeks, might as well take the jump and say yes to talking to him about the Vegan Gym a little bit.
So what do you think made you commit to the change?
Well, he made it sound really good.
Would you agree now that it is? Yeah.
He made it sound amazing, but it actually turned out to be a lot better than I ever thought it would be.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What are you with that? What are you the most proud of? What are you the most proud of for accomplishing?
Well, the muscle I've built, definitely. I'm very happy about the muscle I've built, and I guess the confidence that I didn't expect to come with it.
Yeah.
And
you put on muscle, girl. It's so fun to see. It's so fun to see. So what do you think as far as working with us as coaches? How did you feel was different maybe compared to something else you've done, or like what was it like working with us as coaches?
Well, it was great, because I think anytime I reached out, I got a quick response. You guys kind of kept me going when I felt really bad about myself. Like, I think there was a time through May where the whole lockdown and everything was really getting to me, and so that started making me feel bad about myself. And when I feel bad about myself, I tend to not want to eat. That's just like my downward spiral. And if I stop eating, I get more comfortable with not eating. And so that started happening a little bit in May. And I think when I started spiraling out of control, I reached out to you and Ashley, and you guys kind of just gave me the pep talk that I needed. And anytime that I felt like I was gaining too much body fat, which is what I needed to gain my muscle, if that was affecting my confidence, you guys always kind of helped me with that. So I think you guys were great. You guys were really easy to work with, very easy to work with. But I think you told me everything I needed to keep going. even during this COVID thing, which was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, and it was a difficult time, and look at the goals that you were still able to accomplish in a time where you had every excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You had every excuse. So what do you think sets us apart then on other things that maybe you've thought of or tried, or I guess what do you think separates VSA from other things?
I actually saw results, and I've never really seen results before. I always kind of feel like anytime I did any other exercise program, I was just kind of running in place. No matter if I stuck with all the food that they told me to do, or if I did the workouts or did more of the workouts or less, I always just felt like I was running in place, and I never really gained any muscle before. Nothing that I could see. So I actually really didn't think that I would see this kind of results in 3 months. I had no idea. I didn't think it was really possible for my body type.
And now you have vein gains. I love it. I love it. What would you say? So, with your experience and being, what would you say to somebody who was maybe on the fence about doing the academy, about joining on with VSA, and they're just like in that moment where a lot of us are? What would you say to that person that was you in that moment of, should I do this or shouldn't I do this?
Just don't even think about it. Just do it. Like,
Do
a little scary financially, and I remember when I did it, I was like, what did I just do? Like, is this even gonna be worth it? Because, it's true, I paid the $100 for like a cheaper, you know more mainstream kind of, I don't want to say the name of it because I don't know if that's legal or not, but I've tried like the super popular mainstream workout programs for $100, and they didn't do anything. So I was like, well, if I'm putting this much out financially, I really hope it's worth it. And it is beyond worth it. It was beyond worth it. I threw myself totally into it and fully committed to everything, and got more than the results I thought I would get.